everyone, I'm Mind, and this is set number 60359, Dunk Stunt Ramp Challenge from the LEGO City theme. This set contains 144 pieces, one minifigure, and does not officially release until March 1st, 2023. This set was of course sent to me early by the LEGO group through the LEGO Ambassador Network, but all opinions expressed in this video are my own. Now, LEGO did actually send me early copies of all 4 of the March 2023 LEGO City sets, so if you want to see the reviews of the rest of them, make sure to like this video, and let me know in the comments which set you want to see reviewed next. But now let's go into this review. Real quick, I want to apologize if my voice sounds weird at all. I'm recovering from COVID. I think I'm mostly back to normal now, but if anything sounds a little bit weird, that's why. Anyway, yeah, this set. So LEGO sending me this wave is really my first experience with the full-size LEGO City Stuntz sets. I'd gotten some of like the little individual bikes before, but I'd never gotten any of the bigger sets because honestly, they're just really expensive. As of the time of me recording this, we don't have official American prices for these yet, though we do have European prices and it's 20 euros, so I assume it's going to be $20 or $25 here. So as far as the prices of LEGO City Stuntz go, I think this is probably one of the best ones. It's still not good, but LEGO City Stuntz is easily LEGO's most overpriced sub-theme, so the price for this one not being literally the worst thing ever is definitely a good thing. Anyway, let's take a look at the build itself. Starting off, we have a ramp at the very front that the bike can ride up. There's like this bar in the front of the ramp too, which can hinge down or hinge out, and this sort of helps change the trajectory of the bike. If you have the bar open, the bike won't angle up as much, and as such won't fly as high, while of course having it down has the opposite effect, where it'll actually almost put it at a 90-degree angle, making it potentially go up higher. I'll show you all that in a moment. I want to take a look at the entire build before I show you like how you actually play with it. But you can see the ram just connects to a little plate right here. It's very easily removable if you want. These stunt sets remind me a lot of like LEGO Super Mario sets that's a lot of like very separate parts that you can connect together, but they don't really connect firmly together. So if you're like moving this from place to place, although it's like a small set, it is bound to fall apart if you're not careful with it, so that is something to be aware of. Now, there's not very many parts of the set, so it's also very easy to put back together, but yeah, just something to be aware of. I do like the tire pieces they use underneath though to help sort of keep it in place. The rubber just sort of grips the ground, so it's not super easy to nudge. That way you have to put a bit more force into it if you're actually trying to move it. Out the back, we have this all new recolor for the fire piece. You get 2 total of it in this set, and it comes in a few other sets this wave. Well, I think it's all new for this wave. I guess it could have come in previous year stunt sets, but this is personally my first time getting it. But it's a dual mold of trans orange and this like sparkly trans purple color, and I think that is a super cool color combination, a really cool thing to get in these sets, and I absolutely love how it looks. Then of course there's the ring at the top, but it has to be held up. And then at the very top here, you can see the actual ring. You can see it uses the LEGO City fire pieces right here. These are connected very loosely, and the play feature with this is you're supposed to sort of like trick shot the bike into the center right here to sort of like dunk it, as the name may suggest. And I guess there's 2 ways you can play with this. For one, you could just try to get it to go through the center without hitting anything, or alternatively, you could try to get it to hit as much as possible, because if the bike does hit one of these orange platforms, it'll push that down and fling those fire pieces off, and every single one of those can be removed like that. There's also a second way to play with this set, because you see the ring just sort of sits loosely on the build, so if you want, you can actually take it off and rotate it like this, place it back down, and then instead of fire, the set also comes with these 4 star pieces, and this gives you a similar though slightly different play feature, where again these orange pieces will pop those stars off, but now instead of dunking in the top, you want the bike to just go straight through the ring. Taking a look at the bike itself, this is probably one of my favorite City Stunts bikes ever. I just think it's super cute, like this little velociraptor design. I like how similar it is to like the official Jurassic World like smaller velociraptor piece. That's a cool bit of consistency, though obviously this one's a bit more robotic, but the orange printing with like the bright yellow eyes I think looks amazing, and it fits like the design of this minifigure really well. Of course, if you've never seen LEGO City Stuntz before, it uses a flywheel off the back, so the way that works is you sort of charge it up on the ground, and then once it's charged up, you just let go of it and it'll sort of drive itself. I do actually find the flywheel bikes to be a lot of fun, and that's why I'm at the very least a pretty big fan of these small stunt sets. But now let me show you how the bike actually works with this build. Is the build itself actually any good? So now in preparation for this review, I definitely played with this a bit, and the star configuration I definitely struggled with, both with the bar down and the bar up. I hadn't been able to find much success with it. So like if I charge up the bike, let it go, so it flies off the ramp and it always goes a little bit too high. Let's try with the bar up instead. Okay, that was not a success. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the speed I'm going at it, but I feel like if I go too fast, it goes up too high, but if I go too slow, it just doesn't have enough force to break through. So maybe it's just me, maybe I'm not a stunts expert, but personally I've not found success with this. Let's try it one more time though with the ramp a little bit further back, not actually connected to the build. Yeah. Not gonna call it impossible, probably is possible if I sat here all day, and I guess that's what makes it a fun toy, right? You don't just do it once and you're done with it, you gotta be persistent, but personally, yeah, I found this one quite difficult to do. Now, the fire course I found to be quite a bit easier. Now, obviously you can see with the bar up, it's a bit difficult. There we go. So you can see I got 2 of the fire pieces there. I don't know if it's possible to get all 4 in one shot, and passing through the center without hitting any of them is definitely difficult, but I actually find that one to be a lot of fun. And I'm sure the other one does work too, like I'm sure it's been play tested, I'll give LEGO that credit. But just personally from my experience, both right now and just playing with this when I initially built it and everything, I was not able to get that one to work. But no, I think in terms of a challenge for these flywheel bikes, I think this is fairly well designed. Now the set only comes with 1 minifigure, but it is actually exclusive to this set, and I think this figure is fantastic. As much as I think these stunt sets are overpriced, one thing I will give them is they have fantastic minifigures, and yeah, I think this one's genuinely one of the best. It reuses like this robot mask piece, which has been used many times before. I know it's been in like Marvel, DC, as well as Monkey Kid for May, but it's been recolored in bright green here, and it has like this orange layout at the front, which I think looks fantastic. You could very easily take that off and use it for like your own custom characters if you wanted. I think it looks super cool. We also have the Legacy Skulkin armor recolored in bright green, which once again is an awesome new color for that part. I love the unique colors on the arms and the hands too. Just altogether a super unique look. And I think the torso and leg design is good as well. Definitely my least favorite part of the figure. I prefer the color scheme and the rest of it, but I still think it looks really good, and like the claws of the feet are an interesting touch. Turning around, you can see there is a back torso print, more of these like pointy green streaks. But yeah, I think this makes for a fantastic racer, and could make for some like super cool original characters just for like other LEGO themes. But of course, that's not everything to this figure. You could take the helmet piece off, and you can see there's a fairly generic LEGO City head underneath. I mean, it's a fine one, but nothing like all too new or interesting. But the cool part is that it actually comes with a hairpiece as well, and for the Ninjago fans of the audience, which I know is a lot of you, this is a pretty perfect Racer 7 hairpiece. She had this exact hairstyle in the show and pretty much this exact color. There might be another color that's a bit closer, but this is about as close as you're gonna get. So if you're a Ninjago fan and you want like a custom Racer 7, this would actually be a pretty good set to pick up, because I mean the rest of this figure still looks cool even without this hairpiece, and then you could just use this hairpiece to make a custom of her, which is honestly probably what I'm gonna do. So yeah, very happy that that's included there. This minifigure is fantastic all around. And one more thing, just because I forgot to mention it, the set also comes with like this little trophy build. You can see there's just a trophy on top of a little purple stand. Not much to this build, but of course I should still point it out. I'm happy that it's included, but it's nothing all too special. So overall, what are my thoughts on this set? Honestly, I do quite like this set. Of the 4 LEGO City Stuntz sets that LEGO sent me, this one's probably my favorite. And part of that's because it's the only one that really doesn't feel ridiculously overpriced. Again, we don't know the American prices, but I'm gonna assume it's 20 or 25. If it's 20, I'd say it's actually a fairly decent deal, because while the price per part's not amazing, and getting only 1 minifigure is a little bit lame, you do get a flywheel bike, and the pieces used here are quite big. But like the physical size of this thing makes $20 feel okay to me. So I'd say if you're like interested in getting a full-size LEGO City Stuntz set, not just one of the individual bikes, I'd say this would be a decent one to pick up. The minifigure is fantastic, the bike is one of the most unique ones, and the build, there's actually a lot to play with, so I think it is pretty solid. But of course, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of this set in the comments below. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, let me know which stunt set you want to see reviewed next. If you enjoyed this video and could give it a like, I would greatly appreciate it, as well as subscribe to the channel if you're new. But as for this one, I think that's about all I have to say. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.